Some of them don't even go out in the streets anymore. You know? And they didn't get that from One West because the elders, King Masha used to go out in the streets all the way to his old age. I remember one time seeing a video with King Masha down on 44th when they were on the corner, not on the island, on the corner. And there was a shortage of brothers. And he took a staff and got on post. He actually took, that's the king. And he actually grabbed the staff and stood on post, holding post. Which was usually the job of a brother just coming in, or, you know, brothers that have been in for a while, the whole post. But he jumped on there because he saw that there was an opening that needed to be filled. And he, being the humble man that he is, you know, because he's still that way, you know, he took the staff and stood right there on post. As to where some of them guys would never have lowered themselves down to that. The Apostle Paul said to condescend to men of low degree. Some of them guys would have never. Are you crazy? You know, you had the ranks of generals and all. You think any of those guys would have took the staff and actually stood there on post? The majority of them wouldn't. Now you have some that would have. You know, I can name some that I think would have done it. I believe would have done it. But to see the king do that in his position, being the head man and doing that, that showed humility, which a lot of these guys don't have. They have no humility, and they don't go out on the streets anymore. The only time you're going to see some of these jive turkeys on the street is when there's some big event happening to where it's going to be published everywhere so they can be seen of men. They love the praise of men more than the praise of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Yeah, concerning King Masha, which we believe, according to the Holy Spirit, that man was King David. We also believe that when the time comes, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to raise that man back up, and he's going to take his rightful place in this nation. You just heard what Elder Apostle Ramnab said about the man. The man was very, very humble. And I know for a fact, because I was back there at the school, I remember King Masha. I used to attend his classes. And one thing I want to say about King Masha, even though we took the oath, right, telling him that he's King David, you know, we took the oath saying that he was King David, King Masha never, ever said out of his mouth that he was King David. Let me say that again. King Masha never, ever said out of his mouth or went around boasting that he was King David, like you see some of these clowns now popping up talking about their King David. King Masha never, ever said that he was King David. Okay? So, just want to put that out there.